Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Aries Only, where I channel messages for Aries only. Today we're doing a reading to see what the month of December is going to be like for you. I'm going to first grab some oracles to get an overall vibe of the month, and then we're going to break down each week and finish with some advice for you guys. So first and foremost, I'm going to do a crystal reading to get started. And remember, if you like the vibe, you can subscribe to my channel. So this is the crystal. I closed my eyes, reached into my little box of crystals and picked it out. I'm going to get like a pretty bowl so I can start doing that on camera. But this is a selenite heart. I feel like I've been pulling a lot of like rose quartz the last two readings, and then now, and one was actually a heart shape, and then we have this heart shaped crystal as well. So I feel like there's a lot of like heart healing, heart opening, emotions rushing in the collective. But do you see the way like this heart looks? I don't know if you can tell in like the camera, but it looks almost like it's broken, or like there's damage done on the top. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but it looks like cracked and a little beat up. So I feel like that could be, you know, you guys kind of, your heart has maybe been through it, your emotions. And I feel like the vibe I'm getting for this month looking at this is it's like we're finally going to be ready to like let a lot of that stuff go. Selenite is a cleansing crystal, a cleansing energy. So I feel like we're just ready to be like, you know what, like make our peace with the past. Like, okay, this happened. Maybe I was stupid. Maybe I was this. Maybe I let someone hurt me. Maybe I was hoodwinked by somebody, but I can't stay closed off forever. I can't like hold on to this resentment forever, even if it's not like romantic and it's like, you know, your heart hurts because of like a family member or a friend or something like that, like, or just people in general, your life in general. You felt like people have just been mean to you or treated you poorly, and it just made you not trust in your own value and your own ability to be loved, or it made you desire not to like love other people because you think people are bad people. It's like you're gonna make your peace with that in some sort of a way, is the vibe that I'm getting, and just be like, you know what, I'm done. I just want to move forward with my life. I want to be open to good things. I don't want to just like have this doom and gloom mentality. Also, the song that I shuffled for you guys was Through the Wire by Kanye West. And again, I feel like you're going to be in reflection. And like that song, I feel like he talks a lot about like his hard times. Like, okay, like when he got in his car accident, he had the wire in his jaw. So it's like, again, it's like he should have died, he says, you know what I mean? And they like operated on him and they had to, you know, put his jaw together and whatever. I know it's kind of like, ooh, but, and then he became a rapper and like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, like, he spit music that's fire, made music that's fire, spit his soul through the wire. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if he could do it, so can you. And I feel like also like Through the Wire was Kanye's first single, I'm pretty sure, like first really big hit that I remember. I was in like, was it 03 or 04 whenever it came out? And I love that album. And so it's like also there could be like developments in your career and things like that. You could like have like some sort of like big break or big opportunity. So let's get a sense for Aries. I don't like when they're reversed. For Aries, month of December, spirit. Oh. What is the vibe? Like, what is the overall energy? Oh, I wanted to put this crystal here or here. I'll put you here. Okay, what is the overall energy for Aries month of December, please? Okay, we're not taking reversals today. We have opposition with balance. Why are they all flipping in reverse? All right, let me just, I'm sorry. I don't like this. Hold on. I just want to like go through. This was like happening to me yesterday. I think because I moved, all my cards got like squished around. I really don't understand. No, because this has a, I don't know why this is happening. All right. What is the month of December for Aries? Ah, okay. Oh, opportunity. Okay. We have Virgo energy, the Alchemist, and Chiron, healing. Yes, I love this. All right, Cancer energy overall. So I feel like that's an energy that we're leaving in the past a little bit. I feel like you could have spent a lot of November maybe in like emotional reflection, if that makes sense. You could have been uncovering new information. You could have been feeling nostalgic, again, like thinking back on things from the past, in a very like sentimental mood. We had a lot of like powerful, I feel like we had a powerful full moon in, was it in Taurus? And I don't know, I just felt like it was very, it could have stirred up a lot of emotion and things like that. So regardless, I feel like we're leaving that energy behind, with Cancer being on the back and then Virgo being the only zodiac sign that we have here, the Alchemist. So I feel like this is you transitioning into this energy of like, okay, like I've spent a lot of time, I spent enough, not enough time as if you're done with healing and done with feeling, but it's like, okay, I get it. Like I've had pain, I've messed up, I've done this, you know, like, and I'm just thinking of that Kanye West song when he's like, I should be locked up for stupid shit that I did. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, okay, like I got away with some stuff. I effed up on other things. Like looking back at your life as a whole, okay, I was doing the best I can. Now I want to sort of just like shake off everything from the past and just like make the best of it. Like this Virgo energy, methodical, aligned, ritualistic, efficient, insightful, healthy, dutiful, discerning, witchy, subtle, pure, refined, accurate, solitary, curatorial, critical, nervous, perfectionist. I feel like I was saying, I think that the whole Cancer energy, I do think that is like, it's like you have to feel emotions to like let them go. So like, again, I feel like you were in that energy, but this is with the Alchemist. Alchemy is like, isn't that turning something into gold? I forget. It's just like, it's a process of like changing something to something else. And if you are the Alchemist, it's like, this is you like changing your inner chemistry by like the things you do. It's you realizing that like, this is you, this is the person that you want to be. Like you want to turn tragedy into triumph, like Kanye West. Like you want to like make music that's fire, spit your soul through the wire, metaphorically speaking, like whatever you want to do here. But it's like, in order to become like this new version of you, like you have to like start doing different things. It might seem like this crazy transition to go from this person to this person. Like I feel like you could have been like grieving something from the past, or like I was saying, reflecting and stuff like that. It's like you're finally going to shake it off and be like, okay, like, yes, I went through this stuff. I feel like I already said this. I don't know why I keep repeating myself, but it's like, you're going to just get up and be like, okay, what needs to change in my life? Like look around my room, look around at my finances, like look at how am I acting at work? Like what are my friendships? Like, have I been slacking on that? Like the things you feel like you've been like letting slide or sweep under the rug, like find out what's important to you. And it's like, you're going to just start doing that. I feel like you've already realized what's important to you by going through this whole like emotional process here, especially with the nostalgia. It's like, I feel like you used your past as like a portent into like what's important to you. Like what are the things maybe before whatever happened to sort of break and crack and damage your heart. Like you're kind of like looking back on that, like what kind of person was I? What did I like? Because maybe that damage did influence me in a way, because we have this healing energy as well. Healing powers, growth, amends, release, personal development, inherited issues, self-doubt, generational trauma, shame, sensitivity, forgiveness, superpowers, divinity, cleansing, softness, and pain. I feel like this is a more softer, I feel like Cancer could be a more intense energy with Chiron here. I feel like things are still going to be coming up for you, but it's like, it's not going to have as much of an emotional hold on you. It's not going to have as much of an emotional charge. Like you're not going to get swept up in it to the point that like it hinders you from being productive. I feel like you're going to be very productive this month. I feel like you're going to have a plan. You're going to enact the plan. You're going to care about your habits. You're going to care about like eating healthy. You're going to care about your goals. It's almost like you're going to take your goals and like break them down into like little tasks that you can do, which if you weren't already planning on doing that, this is a great way to like kick off December. I feel like this is going to be great for you, and it's going to like kind of set the tone for 2025 as well. And you're going to like, okay, as far as like myself and my body, my environment, my finances, like break down your life into categories, like whatever you feel shame about. This is talking about shame and sensitivity and trauma. So you could have shame attached to certain things about like your hygiene, the way you based off of like, say if like people made fun of you in school with your hygiene, say your finances, if your family always kind of told you you were like a fuck up and not going to be anything in life, like, and you just kind of like followed suit and just kind of became like sort of a degenerate, you feel, you know what I mean? And it's like, just turn it around. I feel like you're giving yourself the opportunity to turn things around. Collaborates, assists. Okay, why can't I speak? Hold on. Collaborates, assists, explains, provides opportunity, synergizes, creates possibilities for, opens doors, promises, brings insight to, communicates, welcomes, and develops. Maybe you're going to have a talk with somebody. You're going to watch a movie. It's going to inspire you. You're going to like just hear someone over, you know, talking online in the bank. It could be anything, but I feel like something's going to happen where you're just going to get inspired. Even the way this paint looks, I don't know. I feel like you're just going to get inspired. Things are going to align. I almost feel like the universe is going to like give you a little boost or like a helping hand in order to make you feel better, to like energize you. I feel like we're going to be spicing things up a little bit this month. So beautiful. Let's get some more. Woo! What was that? Reconciling differences. I feel like you are gonna, that was like a card I used yesterday in the reading, but it just popped out. But yeah, I feel like if you have fought with anybody, I don't know, you're going to be at least forgiving the situation for yourself, and maybe you're going to be healing certain relationships. You're going to get that opportunity. Maybe, you know, the universe is going to make you like bump into somebody that you have to make amends with, or you're going to decide that like you want to actually like make amends with somebody specifically, or someone's going to come try to make amends with you, and that's going to like cause a whole like healing process as well. Let's see what else. What is the month of December going to be like for Aries? That's 2. I just want one. Ooh, number 19, Tulsi with wealth, and then metamorphosis. I feel like I'm almost getting a sense here that there's going to be, with this opportunity, this could be something specific where you have an opportunity to like get a new job, make some money, maybe you come into some sort of wealth, but I feel like it's more so about like a mindset. This is number 19, which is the sun. Again, I feel like you're going to start acting a little bit differently. You're going to feel a little bit better about yourself. You're going to sort of have this wealth mindset. And even with this sextile opportunity, it's like opening doors, welcomes, develops. I feel like it's like the beginning stages where you're just going to have this turnaround where you're just going to, again, like I was saying, feel better. You're going to have a more positive outlook. You're going to be feeling better about yourself. You're going to be feeling a little bit more aligned and together, because you're going to be aligning certain things in your life and doing things in a way you've always wanted to. So a lot of that shame and guilt and just like weight that you've been carrying is going to sort of like ease off in this soft way, like in a way that you're like, you're moving the needle towards your goals by like doing little steps. You're creating a foundation for yourself with Virgo. Even though I don't know if Virgo speaks of foundations, but the foundation is you and like the things that you do every day. And you're going to be feeling so much more confident in yourself and so much better than when you were kind of doing things the old way. That was just making you feel like ashamed, I feel like, or something. You're holding on to past stuff. It's like you're going to start seeing like the beauty in life again. I feel like with wealth, it's almost like even if you're like living in an apartment that's like sort of crappy, it's like you're going to be like, you know what, like I'm so happy that I have my own space, or I'm so happy that, you know, I have a roof over my head. Like, it's like you're just gonna like realize, maybe you're gonna hear somebody like talking about how they like can't find an apartment and it's like everything is so expensive, and you realize, oh, like I have my rate locked in, like I actually am in a good situation. Might not be the prettiest apartment, but, or like the most like wealthy looking, but it's like I'm wealthy because it lets me have my animals here. Like I have like something to cook my food on and take my shower and like a bed to sleep in. Like I'm good. Like, okay, no, this is fine. I could always like maybe spruce things up in my apartment, or there could be something like that, or my house, or my whatever, even if you're like living at home, in my room, whatever it is, just to sort of like make myself feel better. it's almost like even if I don't like my living situation, I could get like a feather bed in order to feel just more like luxurious when I get into my bed at night. It's like $60. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if I can't like move into a brand new apartment, I feel like you're going to start doing little things that are going to make you feel better overall. How is the month of April? I just said, how is the month of December going to be for Aries? All right. I feel like there is this feeling here with the mice. And it's also like a 7 of Wands kind of a feeling where you're going to still be a little bit nervous. We can see that too coming through with Virgo. I would say watch for a tendency to be a perfectionist. When you're trying to change and better yourself, improve certain things, create new habits and things like that, don't be too rigid and don't fall into the trap of being perfectionist. A lot of times I feel like, right, Pipey? Sorry, my dog. I feel like a lot of times people are like all or nothing, like unless I'm going to check off everything on my to-do list and do my entire like skincare routine and dental hygiene routine and like, you know, this 20-step process and do this and that and this, like I'm not going to do anything. It doesn't have to be that deep. Like it could be like something that I do is I make like a best day routine and a worst day routine. So like I try to think like on the worst day of my life, I just got cheated on and like I got whatever, like I'm just having a terrible day. I've been crying all day. Like what is the minimum that I can do? Just so I can kind of like wave back and forth between them. Like kind of, I don't know why I said wave, but like go back and forth between them. I can't think of like a cool word to use, but oscillate back and forth between them. And if I'm having like kind of a crappy day where I don't feel like doing much, I could just like take a shower, wash my face in the shower, like with shampoo. I do that. I'm not recommending it, but that is what I do, like if I'm being honest. So it's like, I like can knock out, I could like, you know, I always have a toothbrush in the shower. I also have one out of the shower. So it's like, if I'm in there, I'll just like brush my teeth and wash my face all in one shot. While I like clean my body and do all that kind of stuff. You could set a timer, do a 10-minute tidy up of your apartment, your room, whatever it is, and like call it a day. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever it is that you have on your list. So don't feel that you have to be a perfectionist every day. Have a sort of fallback plan where like you have like a routine that's like a little bit more manageable. If you know that you're going to be really tired, you worked a lot of hours, you had to do like this crazy project or whatever's going on in your life, you know what I mean? Don't expect to get everything done every single day. It's okay to sort of let things, I don't know, give yourself rest when you need to as well. You know what I mean? Don't like beat yourself up. Just be like, you know, I'm trying to improve, trying to feel better about myself. It's like a lot of times we have like a critical parent growing up that sort of becomes like the voice in our own head and becomes our own like, you know, inner dialogue, inner monologue, whatever, is like that parent's voice, like telling us that like we're not doing enough or we should be doing more or we should be blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I'm doing the best. Just to kind of be like, okay, but also I need to rest too. And it's okay. All right, let's look into your love life and just see really quick. What's going on in Aries love life? We have the Grim Reaper. Okay, and this is kind of like fitting with this like broken heart energy. What else for Aries love life in the month of December? What is going on in the month of December for Aries love life? Date, and karmic relationship. Okay, we have stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. I feel like that this is on the back of the deck with that Cancer energy. I feel like this is something that you could have been getting over, whether you were the one inflicting the pain or the one on the receiving end, or you're thinking about lots of different situations where you kind of played either role. It doesn't really matter. But I feel like, yes, see, meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, plan, set a date. This might not be like actually literal, whereas like, just like I don't think the Grim Reaper doesn't have to be literal, like you are going through a breakup in December. I feel like you're healing, grow and transform your life. I feel like you're sort of setting boundaries, like, okay, enough, like I was talking about. Look, fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go and loving you. It's like, you're getting to a point where you want to like release all your pain from the past and sort of just get ready and be open to something new. Even if you don't actually meet someone new, I feel like this whole process is very like beneficial for you guys in order to like move on and let a lot of like the pain from the past go. So I feel like you are going to be doing that. Is there anything else we want to get right now? No, I feel like I don't like this. Like, it's not even, but oh well. We're just gonna leave it like that. Or should we move this more in so it's like centered? Okay, let's do that. All right, let's just leave it like that. So, okay, guys, let's go ahead and get some cards for the week by week part. So I'm gonna get 2 tarot cards for each. So we'll just do week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. So what is week 1 of December for Aries going to be like? Okay. Oop. No, these are upside down. What is wrong with me? Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know why this keeps happening to me. I'm really getting tired of it. It was yesterday too. I just don't like my cards being in reverse. I put them in like upside down by accident. Okay. What is the first week of December for Aries going to be like? Which card would best represent the first week of December? Okay, the 6 of Swords with Strength. I love this. Okay. And I just want to check the camera like really quick. I'm just gonna like move this up kind of just so I have room. Okay. I just don't want it to look too messy. Okay. And the second week of December for Aries. Okay. Oh my God, the Emperor and the Empress coming out together like that. Kind of crazy. All right. And then the third week of December, the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. I'll take that because I just turned everything back around. With the Ace of Cups. Okay. And the second week, or the 4th week of November. The Wheel of Fortune with the 4 of Swords in reverse. Okay. We have the World. So, okay, I feel like, yeah, it's just things are going to be spicing up. There's going to be movement overall. We have the Wheel. That, to me, denotes movement. We have the 6, look, like over here in the last section and in the beginning, we have the 6 of Swords. Movement, moving on. That is, like, I really feel like you're going to be moving on from something. You're going to be moving forward towards something. I feel like you've done the work where you've really sort of tamed your inner turmoil and things like that. And you're going to be like, almost like make your peace again with the chaos and things like that. I feel like you're going to feel pretty good. Now let's see what else for the month of, or the first week of December for Aries. What is the vibe going to be? Going to be the first week. Oh my God. Of December for Aries. Power. You have the power to take control of your life, career, and finances. Focus on your needs. Yes, you're going to be putting yourself back in control. You're going to realize that you're not a victim of circumstance and that you have this strength. You have this power. Very interesting. I wasn't really getting what it was saying. So like we definitely needed this card to come out. But yeah, I feel like you're going to be getting a hold of yourself. You're going to be, I feel like you have sort of let situations get you down, which it's like, okay, like, you know, it happens. But now we're at the point where no more. We're not like having this happen anymore. We're taking, it's like you're taking back your life is kind of like the vibe that I'm getting. So what am I doing here? This is just like making a mess. Anyway, let me put that there. Yeah, I feel like you're taking back your life. You're taking back control of your life here. I'm also going to get We have a 6 and an 8 as well. So I feel like things are going to be on a more even keel. You're going to feel a little bit better about things. And it says, feel and allow a deeper sense of peace to fill you now. This is a divine quality. You're going to learn how to like, maybe I'll just put it like there. You're just going to learn how to have more, yeah, doves are all about peace. So it's like peace and power. You're going to like realize that you're more in control of things than you maybe thought. You sort of are going to realize that you played a bigger role than you thought. Even if you thought you were a victim of circumstance, you're going to realize that you have a lot more power and a lot more strength. It's maybe because you were focusing on other people's needs almost, that you were like giving your power away almost in a way. And now you're not going to do that anymore. It's like you kind of like the time that you've spent in reflection has helped you to sort of figure that out. So I feel like, again, that whole like reflective process was very important because it helped you to discover this, and you wouldn't have been able to like be where you are now without that whole process like unfolding the way that it did, you know? So let's see. Let's get, like, that was your nice advice. Let's get, like, your tough love advice for the first week of December. Get the fuck outside, move your ass. Your body is pissed at you. So it's like, again, I feel like you've been, like, letting things stagnate. You've been, like, and even, like, we had the Cancer energy when we were pulling from this deck originally when we first started the reading. We had the Cancer energy coming out. And that is about like being cooped up in a little bit of a shell. You know what I mean? So I feel like, right, we're going to be moving outside of our comfort zone, getting things moving again. Strength, Leo energy. It's a fire energy. It's very action oriented. I'm getting like 8 of Wands energy. Like we're moving forward. Like the first week is going to be, I feel like you're going to get like a renewed feeling of like, woo, like energy. Like I have the power. I'm going to use it. I'm going to like make things happen for myself and things like that. The Emperor and the Empress. I feel like this could relate to a situation with love where maybe what's going to happen that's going to like sort of inspire you. I think we were talking about something inspiring you into action or something. And we are using the Muse Tarot, so that makes sense. I feel like with the opportunity, I was like, whether you talk to somebody or you see something in a movie, like, remember I was saying, like, you could be inspired. I feel like if this is another person, it could be you're inspired because you know that this person is somebody that you want to be with. So that's what's kind of making you be like, you know what, it's ridiculous. Like, I have to let this stuff from the past go. That was just a karmic relationship. This is somebody that I'm just such a better fit with the Emperor and the Empress. This is like, we just go together. This is like wife or husband material. Like, and I'm not going to be able, I'm going to let this chance pass me by if I am kind of too scared to like go through with it. And I feel like with power, it's like you could have gotten into a relationship dynamic in the past where somebody was very controlling towards you. And it's like you're realizing that, first of all, that all relationships aren't like that, and that you can't base, you know, your whole idea of relationships off of one person's treatment of you. You also have to recognize that you maybe let them take control, and you're not going to make that mistake again. And if this is your perfect fit and you're, you know, person that is going to be like very right for you, and just like, it's not going to be that dynamic, because it's like they're going to be an Empress, you're going to be an Emperor. Like, you're both going to have power over yourselves in your own life. But it's like, in order to do that, it's like, I feel like you're going to be like cultivating that power this month. Like, and you're going to be realizing that you have it, and see more examples of like when you take the wheel, how your life can change. So let's see what else for the second week of December. Spiritual work, it says. Open your heart to a spiritual career and heal the human heart. Wow. Okay. And even that looks like healing right there as well. Have an innovative new inspiration, test new ideas, and break out fast. So whether this, like I was talking about, is actually like you're going to meet your life partner or not, or maybe this is just you, because remember we were talking about amends and nostalgia and things like that. So maybe this is somebody that you had an opportunity with in the past that it didn't work out, and now that might be the cause of the inspiration, where it's like, oh, maybe like I didn't treat this person right because of my own trauma, and now I want to turn things around and work on my own healing so I don't do that again with this person. Or if it's already really over and like this person is gone, maybe you're like with the next person or whatever. Like, I don't know what your situation is. It'll be different for everybody. But however you feel about the situation, it's like inspired you to want to like work on yourself and be ready for when this person comes back, or if you meet somebody new that kind of fits the same criteria of somebody that you feel like could be like a really good match for you. You're not going to let your fears ruin it. Even though I don't think you ruined it in the past, I'm sure it was all part of the process and was meant to be, but regardless, you don't want to make the same mistake again. Oh, let's get your nice advice first, and then we'll get your tough love advice. So what is the advice for the second week of December for Aries? Oh, we have two. Well, let's just get one. All right, what is the advice for Aries? Oh, okay. We have Blackbird. The magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. So I like that because I feel like there's stuff inside of you and ways of like loving and opening your heart and maybe even just connecting with people that you didn't even realize you had the capacity to do. And I feel like, oh my God, look, there's even like heart healing being shown on these. I feel like really there's going to be a lot of heart healing, and I really was getting that. Maybe selenite is a crystal that you want to work with. And this says, have you eaten your, oh wait, you need food in your belly, eat a taco. Have you eaten? You are acting like a big ass baby. I think I like did that the wrong way. It was supposed to be like, have you eaten? And I was supposed to flip it over that way. But anyway, I didn't. So maybe you're going to take someone out for a taco. Maybe part of your process of like getting ready for this is going to be like, okay, like if I was gonna like take somebody out on a date, like let me like go out, try some local spots, like where, like whether it's a specific person or a random stranger, I'm not going to keep repeating it, but what, say you want a relationship, I feel like that's like a focus here. Or if you're already in a relationship and you're already married, this could be the case where you want to like sort of start treating somebody better. So maybe you're going to try to like renew romance in your current marriage or your relationship or something like that is another thing. You're going to start healing your heart. You realize you've been kind of taking this person for granted. So you're like, let me, like, maybe you're acting like a baby and you're like, let me just like stop. Your untapped potential. Like I said, you're going to realize you have like more of a capacity for love than you thought. And you're going to start acting in accordance with like a higher compassion, a higher heart energy is something that I'm getting. So then moving on to the third week, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse with the Ace of Cups. I feel like this came out in reverse too. I don't know why I flipped it over when it did, but I did. I don't know why I did that. I just like remembered. But I feel like with that, it's like you might, I'm getting a sense of feeling like overwhelmed. I'm feeling like it's going to be, you're going to be really excited and gung-ho about everything that's going on here. And then I feel like in the third week, the second half of the month, and maybe because Christmas is coming and you're just going to feel overwhelmed with like things you have to do, or maybe you're going to feel like, oh my God, like, especially if you did reconnect with somebody else, it's like, do I have to like introduce you to my family or something like that? I don't know, but there's going to be something there. Or this could just mean that you're going to start feeling like overwhelmed with feelings, and you're going to be like, okay, but now I'm getting a little bit too caught up with like the emotional side of things, and now my finances are suffering, or I'm not really paying as much attention to that because I'm getting swept up in like a fantasy. I'm almost getting the sense of like drowning in your feelings here, feeling like submerged in them. So I feel like there's going to be sort of a rush of emotion that's going to sort of throw you off your game with the Two of Materials / Two of Pentacles. I feel like, again, nailing down a best day and a worst day routine might be really beneficial for you to do. I'm going to see if I have mine right here, because I just moved, like, as you know, as you probably know, because I've like been talking about it like nonstop, but I feel like it was in this bag. So let me just see. I could show you how I made mine, but you know, maybe I don't see it like sticking out or anything. But yeah, no, I thought it would be like right on top. Sorry. All right. Sorry for all the crinkly noises, but yeah, it's really pretty, mine. But just maybe make a list of like, yeah, on my worst day, on my best day, what I can do, because I feel like you're going to be a little bit overwhelmed here, and you're going to need some sort of stability and grounding going on. So what else for the third week? of November or December. I just said it wrong. What else for the 3rd week of December for Aries? What is going to be the theme? What's going to be going on? Wealth. You are moving towards real wealth and prosperity. Keep up the great work. Yeah, I feel like you're almost gonna, this might be also like a little bit of like those worries coming in, like that sort of critical energy where you're like, am I ready for this? And I feel like, look, this says looking, seek and you will find. So it's like, if you feel like it's going to be too much, like it's going to be too much. If you feel like you can't handle it, you're not going to handle it. If you feel like, wow, like I'm really like, things are going so good in my life, like my money is improving, like I'm being more open-hearted and things like that. It's like, oh, wealth and wealth. So definitely like a lot of like money kinds of things going on here. But I feel like you're going to start seeing, I don't know, you're just going to like start, I think this is when you're going to start feeling better about your finances and stuff, but then maybe like a lot of like emotional stuff is going to be happening. It's going to like overwhelm you. I don't know. It's like, I feel like you're going to feel out of balance. Let's just let go of convention and follow your own unique path. Interesting with wealth. Wait, let's just get, oh, Leo, honey, you got to wait 1 second, baby. Oh, he wants to come up. Come here, babe. Okay, okay. I know you want to sit with mama. Come. Okay, come here. All right, you got to sit next to me. Okay, let's see. What is the advice for Aries in week 3? Oh, Leo. Okay, come here, honey. Don't effing force it. Allow that shit to come to you. Okay. All right, Leo. That's so funny because this is saying like follow your path and don't force it. So I feel like you're just gonna, I'm just getting the sense that you're not gonna know what to do and you're gonna be confused for whatever reason in the 3rd week of December. It's almost a sense like, yeah, of overwhelm. Should I just focus on my money? Should I be, I don't know, like, I kind of have a good thing going, like maybe adding something else into the mix is going to throw it off. I feel like you're going to be feeling like that. And I feel like with don't effing force it. If you feel like you're not really ready and you need more time, I feel like Spirit's like encouraging you to like listen to yourself and have a little trial and error. And if you are getting a little overwhelmed by emotions, maybe you do need to sort of ground down with your routine and focusing on your money and things like that. So I don't know, it's almost like you feel like a relationship is going to distract you from gaining wealth and prosperity. But I also feel like a vibe that I was getting from the Emperor and the Empress here is that if and when this person comes in, it's like you're an emperor, they're an empress. So they probably have their own money things that they're focusing on as well. Does that make sense? And they're probably like wanting to have a more balanced approach to things as well. This isn't like the Emperor and the Queen of Cups, which might be like, oh, one's a little bit more focused on the emotional development of the connection, while one is more focused on like having, you know, being like a boss and authority over their life and their finances and being in a more mindset like that. This to me, with both of these people coming, I think it'll be a pretty good match where you're both interested in kind of gaining prosperity and having your own individual needs and wants. So I feel like a lot of your fears will be not unfounded, but I feel like just like let it flow. If it's the right person, it won't be like, they won't be trying to like take you away from what's important to you. And if it doesn't feel right, don't force it. Maybe that's not the person because they're not understanding you on like such a basic level, and move on to the next. You know, you don't have to follow your own unique path. Maybe somebody seems really good on paper is another vibe that I'm getting, but it's just like you don't like the vibe, it doesn't feel right to you or something like that. So then you don't have to engage with it. You know what I mean? You can do whatever you want, follow your own unique path. If you're like, no, this isn't worth it, or I'm not feeling it, then you're not feeling it. And that's that. So then moving forward, we have the Wheel of Fortune with the Four of Swords in reverse. So again, I feel like there's going to be movement and end to the stagnation. The Four of Swords, yeah, just again, that sort of reflection energy I feel like is going to be coming to an end, where we're going to be like making a move. Even with a fitness routine is something that I'm getting here, and that could be with Virgo. Like, you're going to start like a new exercise routine or a stretch routine or something like that. I don't know, just the way she's like squatting on top of that wheel is like kind of weird. Where I feel like it's like, okay, like my goals aren't gonna like slay themselves. Like, I have to help. I have to get moving. Like, yeah, move your ass, get outside. I can't just like stay here and expect things to change. I feel like you're gonna implement some sort of new routine in the last week. It could be an exercise, which makes sense because you know what, like the last week of December is like when it's like New Year's, so I feel like this is you like, all right, like I'm gonna join the gym, like just like everybody does, or I'm gonna start some new exercise routine. I feel like I'm getting a vibe like that, which makes sense because it is New Year's. Or you're gonna sort of be like, okay, like in 2025 I'm never like using nicotine again, or I'm never drinking again, or I'm gonna just have some whole new like wellness and fitness routine here. Maybe like you're spending too much money on certain substances or gambling, or I don't know, I feel like you're gonna make some sort of sacrifice here is like the vibe that I'm getting. So what else for the last week? But it's like in line with New Year, so that does make sense to me that that energy is present in the collective. So what is the 4th week of December going to be like for Aries? Foresight. Pay attention to things that are important to ensure wealth. Be farsighted and alert. And investments. Yeah, investments made will have positive results that will bring prosperity. Invest wisely. I feel like you're going to just be changing your way of doing things. You're going to be like looking forward to the future. Like, okay, like to ensure wealth, this says, but abundance in your life, like the things that you want, what things have to change, like especially like if you're planning on like, you know, oh, I want to meet somebody and you feel a little bit like insecure about your body. It doesn't mean that like, oh, like once you have like a killer bod, like people will start liking you. No, it's that you're going to just feel better about yourself once you start working out. You're going to feel better about yourself once you spruce up your apartment. Like you're going to feel better about yourself once you start taking better care of yourself, eating good, and just like, even just like giving yourself a pedicure, just like, even if no one sees, it's the winter time, no one sees your toes, like you just feel nice knowing that your like nails and your toes match, like you have a pretty pedicure. Even if you don't paint your toes, you just shape them nice, like whatever. But just doing like nice stuff for yourself is so important, and it's going to make you feel good, better about yourself as well. So what else here? How is the last week of December going to go? White turkey. The power to heal the earth is within you. And I feel like also this is just speaking about like the power to like heal your material world is within you. And it might, it just starts with like positive change that you have to like enact for yourself. Like no one can do this for you. You are going to have to act. You are going to have to step it up and do something here. But you do have the power to heal certain things and to, like I was talking about, slay your goals. And it might be by taking things away or by adding things in like exercise routine, but taking away fried foods and fast food and things like that. All right, what else? What is the advice for Aries for the last week? The tough love advice. All right. Don't talk to anyone. Don't look at anyone. You need some fucking time alone, and you know why. So, all right, like maybe you're going to just sort of hunker down. You're going to realize you need to like hunker down a little bit in the last week and just focus on your own goals. Take a little break, especially if like some of your bad activities, like your more toxic activities, are like drinking and gambling, going to the casino and things like that. Oh my God, this reading has gone on for 43 minutes. I just realized. Drinking and going to the casino and things like that. With friends, you're going to have to like set boundaries with certain things, and, you know, maybe not go do that, and you're going to have to do other things. Maybe you're going to, like I was saying, like go out, research local spots where you might want to like take someone out on a date or something like that. So you might start going out to eat by yourself, going to healthier places out to eat, and doing more social activities like working out. Oh, let's go play racquetball at the gym, you know, instead of your usual thing, like your usual friend group that maybe you just have done some more toxic activities. You're going to sort of like detox and cleanse from them. So advice, and then we have to go because I have to get ready for work. Every time you judge someone else, you reveal an unhealed part of you. Yeah, I feel like you're just gonna like let it go, forgive the past, forgive other people and things like that. Goal planning. What would success look like? What can I research? What steps can I take? Break down your steps, break down your goals into like little steps, little tasks that you can check off a to-do list, like, and just do 1 or 2 a day. Like, that's it. How do you carry and present yourself to the world? Is it a reflection of the kind of person you want to be? Such a vibe of the month of December. Your life can change in 1 second. Tower is always in flux. The wheel is always turning. Things are always changing. Don't feel like you have to stay in an energy that you're in right now, because you do not. Things can change so fast. And I feel like that's like a vibe that there's going to be some sort of opportunity. Your shitty circumstances aren't an excuse to be a shitty person. Choose growth. I feel like that's what you're going to realize. Like, okay, like, yes, I've had some bad breaks, but that's it. I'm done. I'm not going to let this define me anymore and define my life. Find what fills your cup and pour it all over the canvas of your life. Destruction is a crucial part of the creation process, because space needs to be made for what's coming in. Don't fight it. I feel like that's the vibe over here. We need to let like some toxic things go to make room for some like more healthier, better things. Yeah, moderation is the key to a lot of things in life. You don't have to be a perfectionist and revel in the differences to other people. There's only one you. You don't need to compare yourself to other people. Take your own path. Might be different, might look different from other people's, and that's okay. Don't compare yourself with other people. Compare yourself with the you that you were yesterday. It makes things a lot easier. So, okay, we're going to go. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this reading. I will hopefully catch you in the next one. Please subscribe if you like my vibe. Thank you, guys. Bye.